from Green Thumb Technology. We are at day 30, week 5 of our Verde Graze garden here. Week 1 and 2 was waiting for the seeds to germinate and take on their true leaves, which they did in week 3. And that brought us to basically the 0 on our nutrient feed chart. Last week, which was week 4, which is week 2 on your nutrient feed chart here, we started with the 7.5 milliliters of Grow and the 5 milliliters of Magical, and we're seeing some real significant growth over that 9 days. I've waited 9 days because I wanted the water levels to go down, make sure that the plants have used up all of the nutrients before I go and start another feed. In this case, I'm not going to jump ahead to week 3, which would basically double the nutrients. And the reason being that the basil plants, if you remember, they take a little bit longer to germinate. They're about a week behind everything else. So I don't want to overfeed them too soon. So I'm just going to repeat week 2 here. I'll zoom in a minute so you can see the plants up close. So I'm going to do week 2 again. Most of the time, the best thing to do if you're unsure is to go with the lower nutrient feeding rather than higher. We do want to avoid nutrient burn. By feeding too much, you actually can damage the plants, damage the roots, and stunt their growth. So in this case, because the basil plants are quite a bit smaller, we're just going to stick with week 2 for another week here. And it certainly hasn't hurt the rest of the plants here, put on a lot of growth. So yeah, we'll carry on with that. Okay, so taking a closer look here, here's the Butter Crunch lettuce. It's probably almost quadrupled in size from that one feeding. This is the Thai basil. As mentioned, it's a little bit further behind because they take longer to germinate. The first cilantro, this guy got a little bit of nutrient burn here. That's another good reason not to overdo it yet. The rest of the plant looks fine, and the cilantro above didn't have any issues. The Roxy Red lettuce also took off, significant growth there. Kale blend, same thing, lots of growth. Grand Rapids. Here's the Genovi basil. You can see the true leaves there. It definitely got some growth, but we're not going to overfeed it yet because it's still quite small. Same, here's the red Reuben basil. Lots of growth on our Swiss chard. Tomato plant, you can see these leaves are a little bit yellow, and that's just a sign that they're looking for a little bit more calcium magnesium. Because I waited 9 days, it's showing me that they're ready for more food. So not a big deal, but they will be happy once we get this next nutrients started here. And here's the Kamutsu red mustard. Okay, so that's it for this week. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can follow along and continue to see our plants grow.